renforcer suñu famille yi jëm kanam ci coopération diggante jigéen ak góor noonu laa ko gisee mais dynamisme famille yi tamit loo xam ne lii dañ leen ci war a féliciter di aussi lancer un appel suñu càmmeñ yi ñu jàppale ñu nit ndaxte activité jigéen ñi fii ci dëkk bu mel ni Amérique boo yeewoo yaa ngi ci xale yi balaa ngaa tëdd 1 heure 2 heures dañ ciy laaj nag aussi suñu borom kër yi xaw a am yërmande ci ñun jàppale ñu nag ndax li ñuy def yépp ndax pour intérêt famille bi la. donc vraiment maa ngi leen di remercier di aussi leen ñaan vraiment ngeen bàyyi xel encore une fois ngeen bàyyi xel ci xale yu ndaw yi. Surtout les filles dëkk opportunité la ñu nekk nañu fexe ba ku ci am doom bu jigéen bu fi ne nga jox ko opportunité yi nga xam ne moom la Amérique di jox xale bu jigéen vraiment kooku mooy sama appel bi nga xam ne moom laa leen ciy jox donc bu fekkee ne da nga wàcc tamit am sa doom bu jigéen parce que bien sûr fii amul ku la jàppale mbindaan amu fi kenn amu fi ku nekk yaay defal sa bopp li nga war a def nga xalaat aussi ne xale bu ndaw boobu war naa def ay devoir am war naa tëdd à temps ndax bu yeewoo suba aussi mën a jàng correctement kooku tamit ngeen bàyyi ci xel. secondo mooy ngeen fexe ba xale bu ci dugg école nga xalaat ne war naa graduate high school kooku bu fekkee ne vraiment kooku avancé nañ ci communauté bi dina avancé dina dem fu sori ña nga xam ne graduate nañ ci high school te vraiment yàlla may leen xel ñu seet naka lañ leen di dugalee collège. Pourcentage du xale yu jigéen yi dem collège dans la communauté sénégalaise est extrêmement faible malheureusement et ça ce n'est pas normal kon nag association bi def naa ne tamit am ngeen rôle bu important bu ngeen war a jouer rôle yi c'est pas seulement fêter 4 avril wala c'est fêter les fêtes religieuses association bi c'est aussi pour faire avancer conditions wu sénégalais yi fii ci Amérique rawatina nag conditions wu jeunes filles yi ak jeunes garçons yi kon nag maa ngi koy bàyyi foofu di aussi di leen jox rendez-vous pour d'autres causeries yu gën a ndaw ci thème yu gën a spécifique Nogay mi nga xam ne mooy yore commission wu femmes yi dinaa ko jox aussi liste suma ay collègues yu nekk fii yoo xam ne yi bëggoon nañ ñëw tey mais mënuñu woon ñëw et elles sont toutes prêtes fi ñu nekk à vraiment apporter leur contribution ndax boo nekkee bitim réew en réalité li lay xam nga da ngay homesick often donc da ngay vraiment temps ma nga dul amoon Sénégal sax pour participer ci ay activité communautaire boo nekkee à l'extérieur da ngay bëgg a tamit contribuer ci sa développement communautaire donc ñoom ñëpp on est plus d'une dizaine de femmes yu nekk ci Nations Unies wala ONG internationales yi yoo xam ne yi elles sont prêtes à venir aussi travailler avec l'association travailler avec les jeunes filles notamment ba nga xam ne fii vraiment aussi dinañu gën a ràññee daal parmi les communautés immigrées de New York kon nag maa ngi leen di gërëm di leen sant.
Docteur Touré, nous saluons Madame Aminata Touré. Donc, pour précision, docteur Amadou au niveau de l'association, une sous-commission d'éducation. Nous avons un programme pour les tout-petits. Nous avons au niveau du siège à l'école d'anglais, au niveau de l'anglais. Également, nous am nañu ay cours informatiques yu ñuy def en matière de santé léeg-léeg ñu organiser ay rencontres avec les hôpitaux de la place pour ñi nga xam ne amuñu assurance maladie pour def loo xam ne ni peut-être ça a trait avec lu ñu tuddee primary care physicien mooy xool hypertension xool diabète xool yu mel noonu donc merci des conseils loolu danañ ko bokk ci programme bi je crois que de tous les intervenants sa intervention ça a été loo xam ne ni nit ñi mën nañ ci jëriñu On va continuer donc le programme. La prochaine intervenante sera Teresa Napolitano. Teresa Napolitano, elle est avocate, elle pratique le droit de l'immigration depuis un peu plus de 15 ans. Elle a gagné pas mal de procès en matière d'immigration. Elle va intervenir sur les droits de l'immigré et les opportunités qui lui sont offertes. I remind the public that you'll be speaking in English. You practicing immigration law for 15 years. You have won major cases in immigration court. The allotted time will be 10 minutes.
Thank you.
So we have 10 minutes, and you talk about investment, immigration rights and opportunities.
Thank you. I'd like to begin by thanking the team for inviting me, Papa Drame and his wonderful associates, for the good work that they've done on International Women's Day. But I have a secret for you all. Every day is Women's Day. May I stand? Simply because I'm a lawyer, so I do better speaking as I stand. I was asked to speak today about women's empowerment through immigration. Fantastic subject, because the women control everything. Because they control the home, they control the finances, they control the social aspects of everyone's life in the community. So the best way, from my perspective, to empower women is through valid immigration status. Now, I'm just going to give you some brief outline of some approaches to immigration here in the United States, as well as some tips and some advice. Many of your faces I recommend, your current clients, former clients, God willing, future clients, but all of you I see as friends. The Senegalese community is very special in several respects, but with regard to the women, you are exceptional. I've dealt with women from many ethnic backgrounds. You are strong, you are determined, you are hardworking, you are good mothers. I see you come to my office and you're tired. You've been up all night taking care of the children. Your husband's a taxi driver. He gets home at 3 o'clock. You prepare his dinner in the middle of the night. You get up. You clean your hair braiding salon. You do all of this. I see this with my eyes. And then you try to educate the children. You try to help your friends. Everyone watches everyone's children, and for that, I applaud you. Child care is an important issue here in the United States, and the Senegalese women take care of their children. So that's a wonderful thing. And in taking care of your family, you have to think about your empowerment, your strength, your future, because how are the children going to feel if, God forbid, you're deported? Or, God forbid, I get the call at 12 o'clock, they came and took my husband. My children are crying. I've seen this year after year. It happens. I would rather get to you or have you get to a legal professional to help you guys before that happens. So we have the family unit together. I believe there'll be another opportunity later this month for us to talk about immigration again. But with respect to the women in immigration, there are applications that tend to be more popular with the female community. These are issues of asylum, issues of withholding, and issues of cancellation of removal. A few general things I'd like to say briefly have to do with being in status and out of status. When someone is currently in valid immigration status, they have a lot of options. They can do professional visas, they can do business visas, student visas, certain marriage cases. But once you fall out of status, meaning you've overstayed your visa, your options become a little bit more limited. People who have been here a long time, and most of the lovely, beautiful women that I'm seeing here have been in the United States a long time, and they have friends who have been in the United States a long time. Applications for these people tend to have to do with their U.S. citizen-born children. If you've been in the United States for more than 10 years, and you have U.S. citizen children, or children who are green card holders, or parents or husbands who are green card holders or U.S. citizens, they're your immediate relative. That means a husband or a wife or a parent or a child. They're from the immediate association to your body. If you have those people who are living with you in the United States, you've been a good person during the time that you've been in the United States. Generally, good moral character means no serious arrests. You've been paying your taxes if you've been working in the United States, and you've been taking care of your family. You're involved in your mosque, you're involved in your church, you're a good member of the community. There may be a way for you to get a green card, because the United States government says, look, this woman's been living here 12 years, okay? She came here in the 90s. Now she's got U.S. citizen children. Do we really want to send her back to West Africa without her children? How is that going to affect them? I'm giving you very general outlines about this application, but it's one that people don't know much about. Typically, it's called the 10-year case. And there are a lot of details regarding the case that we really would need to sit down and talk about. But generally, it's those 3 points. 10 years, good moral character, and a hardship to your U.S. citizen child in most cases. So that's one great application that would empower the women, because you get a green card. You can travel, you can become a U.S. citizen, you can do all of these things through this application. Now, sometimes we have a situation where when I first came to the United States, I signed some papers, and I was supposed to go before a judge, and I never went. I was scared. I didn't get the notice. You have an order of deportation. Don't let that prevent you from seeking counsel, because there may be a way for you to get your case reopened. 21. Yeah. Well, it has nothing to do with being self-employed. It's the age of majority for a petition. The question was, when can a child petition for the parent? And the general rule is 21. That's the age of majority in terms of immigration. But it has nothing to do whether the child is making a lot of money or not. But that's a good question, because you do have children who are about to become 21. Okay? But in terms of orders of deportation, do not let that prevent you from asking questions. Empowerment through knowledge, women. You know this. You're busy with your work. Find an hour in your week to meet with somebody to give you information. You have to understand. You have to be able to understand whether or not you can actually change your status in the United States. And more often than not, the clients who come in to see me, there's something I can do for them. And it's not necessarily because I'm doing any magic, because that's one of the things I warn my clients. I don't do magic. I work hard with the client to make it happen. And honestly, if I don't feel you have a good chance with the case, I will tell you that. The important thing is honesty. You need to be able to trust the attorneys who are working with you. So in the end, I don't want to take up much more time, and we can take questions later on, but I want to congratulate the women for being amazing and beautiful and doing a great job. Congratulations on your International Women's Day.
Thank you, Teresa Napolitano. Li fàttali ne Teresa Napolitano am na contrat bu am la Voice of Africa, mooy la radio de l'association des Sénégalais d'Amérique. Moment bi ñuy wax kon ñu ngi la dernière heure 11h minuit, kon ñu ngi def en direct programme bi en direct, donc mu ngi daw ci AM d'IP 930 AM, mu ngi également sur le net www.wed.com. ñu ngi ci en direct donc ci affaire boobu mbokk yi ñoo mën nañ ko déglu ci New York ay rajo wala déglu ko ci net bi. Donc ñu wéy ci li des ci programme bi ginnaaw Teresa Napolitano prochain intervenant bi mu ngi nekk détective Leslie Léon. détective Leslie Léon yàgg na NYPD def na ko fukki at ak juróom-ñeent moom tamit ci anglais lay wax.